left and right. So guys, let me tell you one last story. So one time, it was a time when it happened, and then I had to be like, and then they were crying. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about? And then everybody was like, oh, how can you even say something like that? And I was just like, don't even play with me like that. Then the neighbors from the other side, they came and they were talking, and I was like, are you even telling the truth right now? And I was so like flabbergasted by everything that was going on, because I was like, I've never seen something like this in my entire life. And to think that at the end of the day, I actually, I fell for whatever, it really, I can't even make out of the situation. It's just really hard. And I hope you guys got that. And that's all I got to say. I'm not. My hand is I'm not playing with my boobs. Yeah, that's all I have to. That's all I have to say. Can think of a better way. Mandy, I think so too. Your mind is my blow. Like, I know that it does, but then sometimes it like really doesn't. So for me, I just ask questions, and when I don't get answers, that's that, and I concluded like, what can you do? It's just I said what I said, and then afterwards it's like you go left, you go right, and then you choose, and then you make your decision. It's really not that bad. It's like, whoa, huh? Like what? And then afterwards, done. Was business science interesting? It was hard. Business science was hard. And if you ask why I don't have any brain cells, it's probably because business science took them away. I remember when you were saying twin plug on that game. Actually, do you understand that you're someone? Imagine. I also asked, like, why? How am I someone's emergency contact? Hey, people, they really trust me. I think you should start looking for a new place to live. The neighbors are complaining. Let them complain. They allowed me to stay here. Can we get a bedtime story? Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, there lived a girl. She was beautiful, she was kind, she was smart. Well, at least that's what the people thought. She was everything some men dreamed of. But dreams are definitions of nightmares and sweet suckers. So most of the time, they were getting nightmares, because the girl had been deceived, and she was deceiving. She'd been deceived that the people liked her, but that was actually a lie. So she deceived the people into someone that the people could actually like, and someone that the people actually could love. So the men fell in love with her, and just like Cleopatra, she went under the pyramids, and then she came out, boom, like lightning, and then she struck with her braids as snakes at the end of it. And then she had big boobs. Like, the boobs were so big that if a man had to lay on it every time, a vessel inside the boob would bust. Yeah, the vessel would bust. So the men just liked to lay on her boobs. And as the vessels were busting inside her boobs, like, he would bust his eardrum, because he was also laying on the boob with like the eardrum. And that's what they found very attractive about her. Like, their eardrums busting from her boob vessels. So when the eardrums bust, they couldn't hear her talking shit about them. So the men would like just think that she's in love with them, because she was such a crazy, old-hearted soul. She was doing the most. And because they couldn't hear her, they were deaf to her bad words. They stayed and they got abused, and these men were just eaten alive, like literally eaten alive. But yeah, that's how the story goes. And that's the story of a man who loves a deaf woman who is similar to Cleopatra. Leave the rest for another chapter. Leave the rest for another chapter.
Ashley, Ogle, and her fans. Yes, so Ashley and telling her fans story are like this 5 and 6. So many nice stories that she likes to tell her fans, which is very good. I must commend the way she keep bonding with her fans. Yes, that is one good way to go. You're celebrating now, and some people would want to things are much, I'm too busy, I should go and do this, but actually always keep time and have time for our fans, even if it's once like 1 hour. Sometimes she goes 1 hour 30 minutes just to talk to them, tell them some stories, and just enact fans and fave kind of relationship, which is very, very nice. And I must say, the way she tells her stories are always constructive and sharp. I think she should be a writer. I don't know, guys. Is she a writer? If she is not a writer, I think she should definitely consider being a writer. Add it to the numerous things she's going to be doing, because I know there are so many things she'll be doing right now. The brands are coming, skincare will be coming, modeling, a lot. So one other good thing that she can add to this field is writing and storytelling. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to be okay. She even said it that she was going to start a vlogging. Yes, a vlogging very, very soon, which is a very commendable step. Yes, I can tell you, if I don't know who is a manager, but a manager should have told her to start like since after she left the house. But now is the second best time for her to go into her vlogging, have time, yes, on YouTube, start a podcast, talk to people, invite people, tell our stories. Yes, not only on live, you can tell your stories on your podcast, tell them on YouTube. Anybody managing her should be able to tell her this. And if she doesn't have the manager, maybe we are going to chat up. I pray she says it, but okay, maybe one day on a live, we're going to bring it up and tell her that actually, have you considered doing your vlog fully on YouTube? I think she wants to do food. The video I shared the other day, she was trying to do vlogging, like a sample vlogging on food, the food she was cooking, which is a good one. But I think she should do more of stories. Yes, tell her stories very well. Yes, because her stories always resonate. Tell her stories very well. Invite people so that they could do more. And later on, she can have like a partnership. Show, a partnership podcast or a partnership show with Sweet Goluva. That's one thing their fans are really looking out for. Yes, couples night out or something where like once a week they'll drop an episode of the both of them, whether talking, just doing something. The couple, Sweet Ash couple show. Yes, put it on YouTube, put it there and show their life together, how they are together, talking, discussing, sharing love, and one or two things. This will be a very, very nice aspect for Ashley and Sweet Gulliver to consider. What do you guys think? Because that is the best thing I think. They should milk all the opportunities that are coming now. It needs to be milked. It needs to be used. Yes, she's a good talker. Sweet Gulliver is he is not really a good talker when it comes to English, because we could see it. He said it in the house and we could see it happen. But he can do the mixing he does, mix the English and the English and the South African language and just flow. Yes, it's not a bad thing that the English is not that too fluent because it's not your father's language. But what do? Mix them together, enjoy something. You guys should just come and do a show for the fans, because I know their fans are really, really craving for this. I know how many times I go to our live videos and our fans, what our fans will be saying is, actually, when are you giving us a love show, like a reality show of you and your guys? So that would be a big consideration for the both of them to think of. If they do it, I think it will add more values, because I like the way Ashley speaks. She's somebody that is confident, that speaks with confidence. Yes. And that's one thing that brought us some haters in the house, because our confidence level is on a high. So if you can't match her confidence, you jealous her. And when you jealous her, you know what you want to do, you do. And that was one of the reasons why she got evicted. because the let this girl even go say no go even see it, no go even rest, no go even see it go happen. But the way of God is not the way of man. You might plan, but God has the final plan and the final say, and we could see it. So it's a cultivation. Ashley Ogle, the Sweet Ash fans, let them know. Both of them have to come up with something, have their YouTube channels and drop videos. The way what's this lady's name from the last season? Yolanda. Yeah, Yolanda has a podcast now. So most times she features Yaya. Yes, from the previous season of Entitled. And they do their thing, they post it and the views are coming. That's one way you can connect with your audience. Yes, apart from because later if you don't connect with your audience, there will not begin to be gap. They'll be giving gap before you know that affection will no longer be there. But if you have something you're doing that is connecting you with your audience, it will go a long way to really boost a market. It will go a long way to really help her. It will go a long way to connect she and her audience very, very more. So nice one, Ashley. Enjoy yourself.